I am back with another one. I just pulled up over here at this gym to do my little daily workout. I've been kind of bouncing around, y'all. I've been bouncing from gym to gym. So I don't kind of have to deal with the people they send over at the other gyms to watch me. And so I figured if I just bounce around, I don't have to worry about that. And so far, so good. Up until today. So far. I knew I shouldn't have stopped here. This was last minute, and I was headed to one actually, and they say follow your first mind. And I was headed to one gym, and I just looked up and I seen this one while I was en route to another one, and so I just stopped here. But it's so funny. Can't avoid everything every time, I guess, especially with them looking and watching. And so this one pulled up in this white truck here. Almost look identical to mine, by the way. Almost look identical to my truck. It's a different kind, though. As I was sitting out here eating my little snack, my carrots, before I went in the gym, she pulled up. And y'all know me. I sense the energy off. I get to watch it and try to see what it is that I'm feeling. Because straight away I knew something was off with her. Straight away I knew something was off. And so I'm watching her as she got out the car. And I noticed she's not going in anywhere. She's just kind of moving around the vehicle. Just front seat, back seat, trunk, front seat, back seat, trunk. I'm just watching her go round and round in circles. Again, me sensing something was off, I just kind of watched her, see what she was doing. Eventually, I looked away. Eventually, I stopped watching. Looked away for a second and she was gone. I was like, dang, I wonder where she went. Is this about to be one of the ones that go inside of the gym with me and watch, per usual? Or did she just go somewhere else? Did I just feel something wrong with the energy? Like, did I just sense something not right about her energy and then she about to go somewhere else? I get in the gym for the second time because I went in there the first time and I just used the restroom. And I came back out to eat my snack before I worked out. My little carrots. I'm sitting right here where all of these private planes are going. So I went in there the first time. It's like a bunch of Spanish people in there. Went in there, checked out the vibe. It was okay. Can't complain about nothing. Didn't feel no weird energy or nothing. Went back in there the second time and it was like a lot of us just came out of nowhere. I was like, well, dang, where these people come from? They went in there the first time I went in there. So anyway, everything was still fine. I did a little mini workout as I'm over there doing what I normally do. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, one of us starts making this demon type of noise. One of those. And he did it for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm still not sure why he was doing all of that. But, we have to be extra. We have to do things to get seen. Completely unnecessary. So after he finished doing what he was doing, I eventually finished my workout. They walked off from where they was. I went to take my shower per usual, get in there, and there's someone listening to the same type of music I was telling y'all about before. Remember the Indian music? I was telling y'all that I listened to it off the bad energy. From the creepers that be in there watching all the time. I can feel their energy. I never did tell y'all, I don't even think I said it was Indian music. But anyway, it's meditation music. It's what I be listening to. It's meditation music. And I get in there to take my shower, and what do I hear? I hear that music. I'm used to hearing it, because that's what I listen to a lot of times. I'm used to hearing it, so I knew exactly what it was. And I look over, and it's one of us listening to it. And so I thought that was the funniest thing. But then I noticed after, looking a little bit longer, that it was the same chick who I felt the vibes with before I went in there. Never seen her in there working out. And so I'm just going to say maybe I don't think she worked out at all. I think she just went in to take a shower. Because I've never seen her in there doing anything. I didn't even realize she was in there. And so I noticed her. It's her. A bad vibe from listening to the meditation music. And I'm like, okay, this is a little game that they playing with me. Because I felt her energy already on the outside. Now she in there listening to the same music I was saying I listened to. She pulled up in a truck that was almost the same as mine. And she just in there, just playing with her wig. I don't know, y'all. I took my shower and left out of there. She was still in there playing with her wig. She was doing something with it as if it was her real hair. Which I thought was strange. And it's curly, by the way. It's nothing to do to it. It looked the exact same as it looked when I walked in there. It's nothing to do to it. And so you can almost tell she was just kind of lingering. Just lingering. And so I making this little note in my phone. I walk back in. As I'm walking back in, it's this one mirror. And you can kind of see from looking at the one mirror, you can see over there in the part of the locker room that she's in. And so I glanced in that one mirror, and she's doing this little dance from side to side, like it's almost like that dance Lil' Kim be doing. I can't make it up, y'all. But she listening to the Indian meditation music, and the two it don't match at all. It doesn't match at all. And that kind of let me know it's something weird. Not just because I felt the energy coming from her when she initially pulled up, but she disappeared only to pop up in the locker room with me, to be listening to the same meditation music as me, and just kind of lingering in the locker room. She still ain't came out of there, y'all. She ain't work out. She took a shower and been standing there doing whatever it is she doing. And I promise y'all, that wig is nothing to be done to it. Every time I walk out and walk back in and look, she playing with the same part of it. I'm not sure what she doing to it anyway. When I say you, I mean thinking I can avoid all the weird things by bouncing around. Because that's what I pay for. Yeah, I'm just looking at my skin. It looks so much better now. It looks so much better. I got a couple of little spots here. As I woke up one morning, my skin was horrible. It was horrible. Everything was broken out. For no reason at all. I know it wasn't for no reason, but when there's no logical reason for things, you just have to say it. I already know where it came from now. Same reason my life is in disarray like it is. I already know where it comes from. But I woke up one morning, my whole face and neck and back and arms was all broken out. And it's clearing up now. So anyway, time for me to re-braid my hair. feeling this negative energy coming from my old girl, and I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's a coincidence that I go in there and she listening to the same meditation music as me, and you can tell she wasn't really listening to it. It's meditation music, and I caught her doing a Lil Kim type of dance. And just the look of her, I was trying to figure out, y'all, just the look of her. If that was one of the girls from over there at the other gym. I kept looking at her trying to figure it out. Because her face looked real familiar. Looks really familiar. Not to mention, for the past week or so, I've been thinking about going in Ross and getting me some sweatpants. Because it's getting cold. I'm like, I need some type of little sweatpants to wear. Let me go and see if they have some. And so I've been thinking about going in there. As I'm watching her just kind of move back and forth, running back all around her car, I noticed that she had a belt inside of her car. Like she pulled out. That's the only thing I actually seen her pull out was the belt with a Ross tag on it. And so let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But I've been thinking about Ross for the past week. I haven't went in there yet. And she pulls a belt out with the Ross tag still hanging from it. I felt her energy off when she first pulled up. To look up and see her in the locker room. It never worked out. She just hanging in the locker room. Like she took a shower and just, I don't know what she was in there doing, to be honest with you, but just kind of lingering in the locker room. Listening to the same Indian meditation music that I listen to sometimes. That I told y'all helps ward off all the bad energy. Coincidence or no? I'm just trying to see if I'm tripping or not. Because I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I am at all. And I be reading the hell out of this energy. It's so funny. It's so funny because immediately when she pulled up, I felt it. And I just kind of watched her to see what she was going to do. Was she going to get straight out and go in one of these buildings over here? Because where I'm at is a whole parking lot full of stuff. Like, is she going to get straight out and go in one of these stores? What's she going to do? And she didn't. She got out and just kind of lingered. Just like she doing inside right now, just kind of lingering. With this auburn color wig on that she can't stop touching. I don't know what else she could be doing. Every time I walked in and out of that locker room, she was touching the wig as if it was her hair, as if she was doing some type of design or something to it. And there's nothing for you to do to it. It's in whatever kind of design I guess she gonna put to it is already there. There's nothing else for you to do. Gotta put my crystals in, y'all. I think I said it already. These private planes keep flying over. Need to get on one of those. It's so funny when I clicked on Facebook the other day, or IG. One of my favorite people was talking about getting on a private plane. It just brought memories back to that dream I had years ago about me being on a private plane. Yeah. So it's so funny that I just so happened to stop right here at this gym today. And they've been flying over like every 5 minutes they've been flying over. Every 5 minutes they've been flying over, y'all. Why they got on? Never mind. So anyway. Red car with no tag. Anyway, what y'all think? Coincidence or no? I need to take these braids out of my head. Anyway, been on here 15 minutes already, just kind of running my mouth. Let me pull some cards, see what's in the energy for those who want to see. No, I always think it's funny. It's one person who always gets on here. And they be on and off. I get a lot of other people on here sometimes. Sometimes I come on here and it be a whole lot of people on here. And sometimes I come and it just be a few. And so I'm curious to know who this one person is. Hi. Hi, Zay. I'm just going to call you Zay because I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hi, Zay. I always wonder who this one person is because it's always one person that hop on and off, on and off. They come on and they immediately give a like. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. This card wanted to pop out right here. This is a soldier. Someone heroic, a man of arms, bravery. Can also be a destruction or a ruin card. So let's see what this is about, y'all. And clarify this Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please, and thank you. Gifts. This type of gifts, legacy, inheritance. So this could be some type of bravery or some type of heroic action. I don't know why this keeps falling like this. Don't want y'all to see me, evidently. I need to put my hat on. Put my hat on my head. No, I love to be inspiration of people, but I question everything that go on around me, y'all, because it be so much weird stuff going on. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust anybody lately. And so I question everything going on around me. And so I find it hard to believe that it's a coincidence. It's too many coincidences. We in a truck that almost look the same. We listen to the same Indian music. I've been thinking about Ross all week. She pulled out a belt with a Ross tag hanging from it. It's just too many coincidences, y'all, for me to just randomly pull up somewhere. It's too many coincidences. Inspiration. I love to inspire people. I realize I inspire way more people than I know of. You know, I see certain people do certain things and how they've kind of changed around what they do based on me. But I think I have more people attention than I ever even realized. And I'm grateful for it. kind of, I don't know if you want to say paranoid. I don't think that's the right word to use. Skeptical. I use skeptical. I'm grateful for and I'm skeptical about it at the same time. As people play weird games, y'all. Good news here. Good news. This brave, heroic man could be coming in with some type of gifts, bringing some type of good news to you. That's what we have right here. Anyway, this been coming out a lot for like the past week or so. You know, I've been getting all those cards saying somebody trying to steal your inheritance and unaliving people and all this other weird stuff. Now it's finally something saying, hey, this inheritance coming back to you. That's not a little private plane there. That ain't no little one. It's a big one right there. I don't know when I'm supposed to be on one, y'all, but I know I already dreamed about it. Although all my dreams don't come into reality, I can tell the difference between what I call my prophetic dreams and then just regular dreams, that's left to interpret. I can kind of tell the difference between the two. It's so funny because I also dreamed that was not one interpret. That was one of the dreams that was supposed to be a reality. And it kind of confused me because later on that celebrity went to the same place that I dreamed about, that I dreamed of in the dream where I was supposed to be. What they so kind of it kind of confused me. So I don't know, is that supposed to happen again? Like, I don't know. Because I was definitely supposed to be there. So I have to think maybe I'm not supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be there at that one. Maybe it's gonna happen again, and I'm gonna be there. But then just based off something I heard on the radio yesterday, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. If they're not on that level anymore. Imagine if they just decide to stop doing what they're doing. Imagine if they just decide to stop doing whatever they're doing. Then why did I dream about myself being there and a part of whatever it was? I don't know, y'all. I still be trying to figure stuff out. I wish I had some type of spiritual mentor that I can go to and ask questions about some of the things that I experience. At this point, you can't trust anybody. Everybody out for themselves. Everybody trying to get something for themselves. Not that it's wrong for it to be some type of even exchange, but I don't feel like, these people out for themselves. I don't think it'll ever be an even exchange. It feels more so like they're just going to take whatever they can take and then go their separate way after they milked you for everything, even if that's just energy. Anyway, there's some type of victory here. It's a victory, not a loss. Because whatever it was, even if you did lose it, something's coming back here. It's coming back or it's coming in. Like I said, we've been getting so many cards about some type of stolen inheritance and people working together to unalive people and delay their money and cause all these mishaps in their life. But for the past week, these cards have been coming out about something good coming in. And so that's what I'm going to take this as this time. There is some type of heroic action. It's going to be done. Somebody's going to be brave doing something. They're going to bring you something. Could be some type of gift or something. They're going to bring you something. It's going to be some type of good news. And it's going to put you in this victorious type of energy here. It's a victory. It's a victory for you. You know, last night the cards that I was pulling said you're going to rejoice. Rejoicing in the street. You're going to be rejoicing in public. So it must really going to be good news for whoever this is. Oh, it's hot. For it to be fall, it still feel like summertime. I don't even want this hat on my head because it's hot. I want to be on one of these private planes going in and at this airport that's evidently right over there somewhere. I hope that wasn't one of those dreams I had that supposed to come true, but it got knocked somehow by some people. Because I'm still waiting for that one. I'm still waiting for that one. Strangely enough, that dream... Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Anyway. Here come another one. They coming in like 5 minutes apart, every 5 minutes. Some of them little tiny planes. Some of them look really big. Kind of giving like a spirit plane or something. Those are big. And big private planes there. You know, some of them so little. Like the one I'm looking at now. Some of them are so little. They be kind of shaking. They kind of shake while they land there. I don't know if I want to get on one of those. Have it swaying side to side as it land, y'all. That's what it looked like. Them little baby ones when they land. And then you have the bigger ones. They come down like them big industrial planes. Whatever gift you're going to get, whatever it is you're about to receive, it's going to put you in this Nine of Pentacles right here. That may be the rejoicing that you're gonna be doing. This Nine of Pentacles, that's a lot. It's not generational wealth, but it's one step from generational wealth. If you know how to manage money well, if you are a creative person, you could think of something, I'm sure, to be able to create some generational wealth out of that. Like them little ones like that, y'all. I don't think any more than like maybe about 4 or 5 people, maybe 6 at the most, can get into that plane. Those the ones that be shaking as they land. That one was holding steady though. I give that to him. That one was holding steady. Like that one I seen when I first got here coming in, it was swinging. I wouldn't want to be on that one. The wind not blowing that hard out here for it to be swaying like it was. Anyway, I just wanted to see what's in the energy, y'all, and it's a victory. It's not even anything bad. It's a victory here. Nothing bad in the energy today. Look at God. Look at God. And so I don't know, expect the unexpected or maybe don't expect anything. This will probably be a surprise to you whenever it comes in. I don't think this has already happened, but it's coming. Success, victory, some type of good news, gifts, inheritance, some type of legacy here. Yeah, from someone who's being brave, someone who's being heroic, somebody that's going to step up and take charge of whatever it is that's been going on, that's been knocking you from receiving whatever it is you're supposed to receive. Somebody going to man up or woman up and be like, you know what, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do the good thing. And God is going to bless them just like you've been blessed. You know, it brings me to something. I was listening to something yesterday, and I don't even know why it crossed my page. One of these preachers telling everybody that you don't get blessed by giving to the homeless people. You know, my feelings was hurt because I really had high hopes for him. This celebrity husband preacher. I really had high hopes for him. You know, I be, and you want to see the good in people so bad. The devil is tricky. Just say that. The devil is tricky. And the devil is the author of confusion. And when I tell you I was confused, I was confused. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one, y'all. And he was just saying, you don't get blessings by giving to the homeless. You may get appreciation from the homeless people, but you don't get blessings by giving to the homeless. Where your blessings come in at is tithing. And so in other words, he's saying, you're not getting anything out of giving to the homeless. What you should be giving to is the church, which is what he's over. And so it's like, don't give to the homeless people without anything. Give to me and what it is I'm trying to do. That's where your blessings going to come in at. By sowing the seed and what I'm trying to do, by essentially investing in what he has going on versus giving directly to someone that's homeless. Giving directly to someone who needs it. It's so funny to me because a lot of times, you know, from what I've seen, church can be very judgmental. And I ain't saying they all are like that, you know. I was once that person that went every Sunday. And I'm not going to say that I won't go again, you know. I'll probably end up in there again. I don't think it's really anything bad about church, per se. But the people that are in there, it's not the church itself. But it's more so the people who are judgmental people. They feel like their way is the only way. And so if you're not doing something their way, what I've noticed is they'll watch you starve. They'll watch you be out there and they'll say that God is the one that's doing it to you. They'll forget all about that God told you to help your neighbor, to treat people like you want to be treated. They forget all about that part of the Bible. And they'll say it's your fault you're going through what it is you're going through. And it's because you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. And they'll watch you go through the most. And then give you a pamphlet that say, here you go. Read this. Your suffering gonna end when you change your life around. When you do something different. They won't help you out of it. And you know that's been my experience. Don't get me wrong, I've seen churches do good things for the homeless. But I've also seen them judge certain things, certain people, and just refuse to help. And that's not what God tells us to do. And so it's so funny to me that he would say what he said. Don't give, pretty much saying don't give to the homeless, give to him. It's a person that's well established. Well established. Because it'll benefit you more by giving to him than it would by you giving to the homeless. Then you have to ask yourself, well, who's going to give to the homeless? And I guess for that, he would say that church does that. That's what they do. But they form these biased, like, opinions of things, and they feel like their way is the only way. And for sure, you got to know, it's no one religion that's going to take you to heaven or take you to hell. You got to know it's more so about the person than their religious choice. And so, at what point does the person who you may not agree with receive help when they need it? At no point. Just let them be out there until they figure it out on their own. And believe it or not, that's what that from my experience, my own personal experience, I've noticed that's what happens. They will watch you be out there just like that. And you know, if you have the right mindset, it's not going to be long. You'll figure it out and you will pull yourself up out of that slump. But it's just a point that so many people around you, so many so-called God-fearing people around, will watch you go through certain things and not help, and then say to give to the rich person. The person who's already established is what's going to get you your blessings. And the Bible actually says the complete opposite. And so I wonder what it is he's preaching from. It was so weird, y'all. I was so confused when I heard him saying that. And I like him. I've listened to a lot of things he say, and he be right about them for the most part of it. But when he said that, I didn't sit well with my heart. It didn't sit well with my soul. I feel like a lot of people out there that listen to that are going to be misled. And there's a whole verse in the Bible about people out there misleading people purposely. Anyway, I got a little bit further in that than I wanted to get in there. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Because, you know, people make their own. They have their own opinions. But, you know, judge and you shall be judged. Or you leave the judgment up for. Leave the judgment to God. But I do not agree with that at all. I don't know why. I just felt the need to say that. I do not agree with that. Anyway, these two cards just popped out. I'm trying to figure out what this is. That's High Priestess with this Two of Wands here. Silence, wisdom. Person of wisdom here. Could have had to endure some suffering. It's so funny that this cross is right there. I'm talking about the church and this pop out like it is. No, it could be fortune coming into this High Priestess right here. Whatever this is. Card is also a card of silence, and so whatever it is you're getting, I recommend y'all be quiet about it. Don't go broadcasting it. You know, telling everybody what you got. How you came from nothing to something. How you went from rags to riches. How you went from rags to riches. You know, remain humble. Don't throw it in their face. Matter of fact, don't even show it to them, period. Don't. Unless they just notice it from watching you, being nosy, because that's what people do. It definitely wouldn't be something I go to announce, because people have been trying to keep this from you. We've been seeing in all of our past readings that people have been trying hard to take this for themselves, to keep you from getting it, to sabotage whatever it is somehow, because they can't stand to see you with it. But now I have a card that says that the chosen ones will get back everything that they lost. And so if it's money, some type of inheritance, especially if it was a spiritual inheritance, especially if it's something God was making sure you had so you can continue to do his work, so that you can tell people the truth when it comes down to things, so that you can use your influence, whatever that is, to help people and to give them more knowledge, to help them better understand certain things. You'll get back whatever it is that they took from you, which I feel like that's what this is. And if it's not that, it's something else. Something else that's coming in this place. And you know it only gets bigger and better. So you'll get back whatever that is. It'll come to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And karma will find them. Those people, those ones have been trying so hard to destroy you. Have been trying so hard to destroy your legacy. Have been trying so hard to make sure you're not able to complete your mission. They'll have to endure that suffering that they brought on themselves. And so I feel like that time for the chosen ones, the ones who are blessed and highly favored, to get whatever it is that they lost, or whatever it is they're supposed to have to be able to move forward in life. And so when you get it again, I definitely wouldn't make an announcement about it. And if they're watching you as hard as you know they've been watching, spiritually watching, physically watching, then they know anyway. And so I would get it, and definitely I'd probably go with it. Because it wouldn't surprise me if they were trying to take it, or they trying to do something to cause you to not receive it, that they wouldn't go out of their way to try to set something up to cause you to lose it or try to take it from you again. And so yeah, I wouldn't be that eager to stay where I am, where these roguish people, these evil people, these entitled people, these selfish people, to try to take it from you. Yeah. So that's what I have, y'all. I don't know. I know I did a bunch of random talking, but I'm sure you could pull the message that's in there for you out somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll be back.